also, how can I say no to Percival Everett? Hey everyone, I'm Jessica. I just turned 37. Yep, you heard it. I just turned 37 and I had an incredible birthday and I got an incredible birthday haul. $250 worth of books. So let's talk about it. First, we have the Aesop's Fables. I want to get more into writing, so I thought I would read the Fables and maybe do some retellings of them. And if you don't know what Aesop's Fables is, one of the more famous ones is Slow and Steady Wins the Race. So they're pretty much all like that. And then I will just read one a night. You can see they're like really short stories with the moral along with it. And then also there's some really cool illustrations. So here's Aesop's Fables. We've got a really interesting cover here for Candide by Voltaire. I think at this point everybody knows about Candide, but I do want to get more into classics. There's some really cute illustrations on here, and it's really funny. Obviously this is a farce and is very obvious through these illustrations. And then you can see these cute little cast of characters right here. It's so cute. I've heard so many things about Rebecca. Do I know what it's about? I sort of think it's like forbidden romance a little bit and on the classic side. So here we are. I had mentioned before that I want to get more into writing. I had read an article about some female authors. What are some of their favorite books? And this is one of them, Outline by Rachel Cusk. So I am interested in jumping in. Here's another classic. We have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Obviously, I mean, how could I not? Also, this does have illustrations as well. And these are actually the original illustrations though. Isn't that amazing? The Blighted Stars by Megan O'Keefe. This took me forever to find. I didn't want to buy it on Amazon. I wanted to find it out and about, and it took me forever. I'm supposed to be doing a buddy read with my friend Lucy, and hopefully we can get that started soon. Also, you should know, for the most part, a lot of these books, I'm not going to know anything about them. I 100% enjoy going in blind to books. I don't even like to read the blurb on the back, and I feel like nowadays, sometimes that blurb ruins everything. I don't know about you. So if you're like me, go ahead and hit that like button. And let me know that you like going in blind. I bought my first Percival Everett last year. That was James. I have yet to read it, but I want to continue my collection of Percival Everett. Fun fact about him is that he is married to Danzy Senna, who just came out with a book called Color Television. She's also really famous for Caucasia, which I have and I will read. And also, how can I say no to Percival Everett? Han Kang has been on everybody's mind since she won the Nobel Prize in Literature, and I have yet to read any of her pieces. I know she just had one come out recently, so I would like to read The Vegetarian since she got famous for that. Another classic and a must read, A Mercy by Toni Morrison. I have read The Bluest Eye by her, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into the Toni Morrison prose because it's beautiful. I also got the Iliad. The translation is by Emily Watson, and if you don't know anything about Emily Watson, is that there is a ton of misogynistic discourse around her translations, mainly because not a lot of women translate these books. Her language in here is very simple. It's very easy to understand. So if you've struggled with the Iliad before, definitely pick up one of her translations. I think it's incredible. And I'm actually going to go see her and Madeline Miller next week. So hopefully I can bring you with me and you'll be able to see that. Just a little sidebar from editing, Jessica. I'm going to show you my entire vlog from that night. Mainly because I don't have a better place to do it and I'm not very good at vlogs. So it's only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And obviously Emily Wilson, I said her name wrong, which shame on me, but this is the book I'm going to show you. I got it signed, and I hope you enjoy the plot. Morning. I am sleepy. It's Tuesday, and I work from home, so there's not a whole lot of getting ready. But I also thought I could show you guys the day in the life of an executive assistant that works from home. Good morning. Yep. Good morning. How are you? So usually I will be here. This day in particular, I have 3 meetings, so I'll be done by 11:30, but I'm usually here doing work until about half the day. And then after that, I do my own thing, because that is the pleasure of working from home. And I'm working to live, baby. I'm working to live. Just taking a mini break and I'm eating Simple Scrambles by Jimmy D. I've just been texting my friend I'm going to, I don't even know if it's an author signing, but I'm bringing my books just in case. I'm going with her. We're going to Mexican food before, and then we're going to go to the talk. And I'm very excited and nervous. It's 2 hours away. But the Mexican food will be good. I just got gas. I'm about to head out to go see Madeline Miller and Emily Wilson. And I'm gonna meet a friend for Mexican food. It's 2 hours away. I think if I increase my speed of my audiobook, I'm gonna listen to the first 2 books of the Murderbot series. So let's do it, guys.
And others wanted to know now, blah, blah, blah. I knew how this was going to turn out.
So do I. There's a, So I'd mentioned before, I told you I wanted to get more into writing, but also I want to be able to read more intelligently and more purposefully. So I got this book, which is How to Read a Book. It sounds really pretentious, but I think that it is a necessary evil. I heard from Nico on Book Talk that this is one of the best books that he's ever read. He's also here on YouTube, so go ahead and check him out. But he said that The Lonesome Dove is the best book that he has read, and I'm excited. I have honestly never heard of this book. I don't know what it's about. I read the first page and I'm hooked. So let's do it. Do you want to see a reading vlog? Let me know if you want to see a reading vlog. And I couldn't leave Barnes & Noble without having some sort of smut. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a smut fiend. Shoot me. What am I gonna say? A Feather So Black by Lyra Serene. I heard online that this is really atmospheric. It's about fairies and it's a good fantasy story. So I'm definitely looking forward to digging into that. This little blurb by Rachel Gillig, it says dark and dangerous and teeming with romance. So can we go wrong with that? I don't think we can. Let me know if you've read this. I have been a fan of Outlander since it started. I did watch the show first, but I have learned my lesson. I have to watch the show first before I read the book, because otherwise the show will be torture for me. It will be absolute torture for me. So I'm looking forward to digging in. I want to go to Inverness and I want my own Scottish lad. So I read the first book, A Touch of Darkness. This is the 4th book, and I was discussing with my friend about enjoying it and wanting to read the second one. She said, oh, well, the second one is just basically a Hades retelling of the first story, which honestly, as an author, I think it is a cop-out. I hate that. It is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate the male perspective retelling. I think it's dumb. And she also said that Persephone is quite annoying, which I do sort of agree with. I'd have to reread it to find all the annoying parts, but she said I should start at the 4th book because, well, the 3rd book is Persephone telling a new story, and then the 4th book is Hades retelling that same story from Hades' perspective. So I'm gonna start the series up again with the 4th book because I don't care about all of the other perspectives. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know anything about this book, but the cover is immaculate. The cover is amazing. The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. How could I say no? Everything about this is amazing. It makes me want to read this right away. I couldn't say no. Also, I have one of the arcs to his new books. I think it's coming out either this month, February, or next month. So I'll put the information up here someplace, you'll see it. But definitely excited to dig in. One of my best friends, she said that this is her favorite book. And I don't see a lot of people talk about this, but this is The Goblin Emperor by Catherine Addison. I am really, really excited. There are about 25 pages in the front about pronunciations and locations and names. That's how you know a fantasy is good, right? That's how you know it is a fantasy. So I'm really looking forward to digging into this, and I think this is probably going to be the first book I pick up from this new group when I'm ready. And I had to pick up American Psycho by Easton Ellis. Listen, I saw a lot of people on Reddit say that they read this once and will never read it again, that it is just violence for violence sake. I believe it, but I have to see it for myself, right? And if I don't like it, it will be on my Pango. And last but certainly not least, is the birthdays book. This is an incredible pseudoscience-y fun astrology book. Every birthday has their own thing associated with it. It deals with numerology, it deals with tarot, it deals with zodiac, so it is an all-in-one feature here. I already read my birthday, I'd already read my spouse's birthday and all my family's birthday, and they are eerily accurate. So I'm an atheist, I don't believe in anything, but this is fun. This is just good fun. I will say this often and loudly, no one will stop me from buying books. So if you think it's excessive, kindly walk yourself out. But I do always like to mention Umberto Eco because he has a library of about 50,000 books, and this is what he says. When asked why so many, he had this to say: "It is foolish to think that you have to read all the books you buy, as it is foolish to criticize those who buy more books than they will ever be able to read." And to that I say 100% Umberto, 100%. So if you would like to see more hauls, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know down in the comments. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.